All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the San Francisco 49ers. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, keep it up, keep it up. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Kill, kill, kill.
Yeah, that's not the start that he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
And, Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Tackled for a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame introductions. He introduced himself with authority on that play.
Safety creep. 12, 12.
On 2nd down now, Phelps. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
11B. 59.
A shotgun snap for Love. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
Mexico, Mexico. Check 31, check 31. Hey, check. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Out of the gun, Love. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. 12. 56 to Mike, boys, 56. Check, 56.
Throwing his Love. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Now it's Love. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
Go ahead, take a seat. You can't stop me.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Strong right. Check your hot read.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back. But it's still a 3rd and 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Love. That's going to be caught. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Maybe it's what it is that.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Got it. 54. Mike 54. General West. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Hey, Alpha. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
On 1st and 10, Freeman. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. 54 Mike. Protein spill. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Slam, slam, slam. And check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check 13. Check 13. Check, check, check. 5.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Don't get nervous. Twist, 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 twist. 36, 36. Yes, yes. Go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here we go. 8, 3. 54, 54. On yard. On yard. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert. Come. Get.
On 3rd down, Freeman. And that is incomplete.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No 1st down.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, Make it a one-receiver route and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
And nothing but daylight ahead. 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. 96 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point up and through. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys that just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw. Freeman. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The ball resting on their own 5 here as they come up to the line on 2nd and long.
Hey, my 7, now.
Off play action. Freeman. And that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Check 56. Watch twist.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well.
Oh my God,
I think this one's going to be a face mask.
That's crazy, bro. Conservative tackle, he gets a face mask. Tough. It's tough.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Hey, alert 3. Under 10. 10. Watch the eye. Share.
To throw is Lott. That's going to be caught by Samuel.
I've been breaking every tackle like that.
Deebo Samuel, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike 51, Mike Smith. Set the tone. Hey. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Ready.
To throw again. Freeman. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
There was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no. They went to him on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Carl Joseph came roaring in on the safety blitz.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
That's going to be a long day. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Check. Quo.
Love. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Samson Abukum in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Jim. Referee.
Luck now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake up.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Nick Bosa. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Off the play fake. Freeman. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Nick Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guy.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Now on 2nd and 16. Luck. Reuben Foster leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Now Luck. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so he's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to
under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Come on, man. Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
You can't block me.
On 2nd down, Phelps, and he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
Hey, watch the slant. Mike,
Back to throw. Love fighting a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 15. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Check 3. You go tight. You got tight.
Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Yo, go. Watch the run. Hey, Jet.
2nd and 4. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Come on, set. 10-2 saw. X3. 218 chopper.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
At the 50-yard line.
Set up. 50, plant. Mike 54. Mike 54. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Watch twist, watch twist, watch. Hit it.
Off play action. Freeman. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Looking to throw. Freeman. This is Johnson. He's got it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 28. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Freeman. He gets this one to Johnson. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Holding penalty, bro. Like, come on, man.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Raiders get a score closer. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Check out. 90. Go ahead. 6. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Defense wins championships, baby.
Here's Locke. Try to lay one up deep. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And now it's 2nd down.
Check, Mike. You draw quarter. Hey, Delta. I got you. Go. Big ass. Hey. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Big rip.
From the gun, Freeman. Complete. It's Johnson. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. The Raiders on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
It's now 4th down.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing, so they'll go for it on 4th down. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
Looking to throw. Freeman. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Mike's 5-4. Hey, wahoo!
Back to throw. Freeman down.
Bravo!
Throwing on first down. Freeman. And the catch made by Johnson. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
He's covering.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Second and 1. Dancing to his left. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line.
Hey, Charlie. Mike 5-4. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty good.
On first down, Freeman. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ready?
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, Haywood.
2nd and 5. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards there and a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On the set. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Watch the curl. Check. Greystone, travel. Rock it. Shoot.
On first and 10, Freeman. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. Johnson, the intended target. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. Felts. Now it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Felts. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On first down, Felts fighting him off, refusing to go down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Those are conservative tackles.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
That's tough.
Point after, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25.
He's just walking through. It's like,
the kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Nifty move. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Raiders' 31-yard line.
Check. Check, nickel.
They'll keep it on the ground. Phelps.
Thank you for not letting me.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Bringing up 3rd and 12.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now a give right side. Phelps. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the right hash, this from 48. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Niners, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
6-1-2-38. Hey. Look at that. 6-for-92 with a touchdown for the rookie, though. Can't go wrong with that. 5 for 14, 30. Johnson did his thing, though. Eugene 2 for 5. Lane Johnson gave up 2 sacks. Like, come on, bro. It's tough nuggies, man. Joseph, Foster. I did like that. I ran that one middle linebacker blitz. Got in there for a sack, and then a couple times I used after that. Wasn't that great? We had 12 tackles for loss. He still had almost 200 yards on the ground. What? Bro, so we had 12 tackles for a loss. 12 players tried to tackle for a loss. He has 4 runs, 20 plus yards. That's crazy, bro. It's like all or nothing, for real. That's wild. Slipping right here. 7, he blocked 7, but I fucking didn't have the proper guy manned up. I figured he would send 81 on a route because he's a receiver or tight end. Blitz the halfback, kept the tight end guy in coverage. Who's that? Hey, babe.